What's up again, YouTube? All comic people out there. Back again here. Got another video here. Last of the my flea market finds. These all actually came from this past weekend. I got this whole stack from one vendor. The first flea market I go to, $6. Lots of 25-cent books. And yeah, actually everything was 25 cents except for the first book here, which was only $1. So not too bad. It's a pretty good day. Finally the rain stopped, so sun was out a little bit more. Let's get into these books here. First one I picked up, like I said, it was $1. It's X-Men 224, Uncanny X-Men. So there's another one to mark off the completion list. Now, all 25-cent books. Found a what I thought was a pretty cool mini-series there from the 90s. Batman vs. Predator from Dark Horse in DC. Issue number 1 and issue number 3. So I need to find issue number 2 to complete that little series. Also found Batman vs. Predator 2. It's a 4-issue series there. This is issue number 1. And issue number 2. Now I gotta find 3 and 4. Alright, a little bit of Marvel Bronze Age. Balder the Brave, number 1 from the 4-issue limited series. And this was originally marked at $3. Got it for a quarter. Looks to be in pretty good shape. And this is not in great shape. You know, it was loose, unbagged, unboarded, but it was only a quarter. Sandman, number 50. And I remember when this was a pretty hot book. You know, not so hot anymore, especially in this condition. It's got a big crease running down the middle of the back. Corners creased. But hey, it's a good read for a quarter. Now, yeah, these 2 issues here, I was surprised to find them in the quarter box. It's Batman number 435. This is from the, it's part 3 of 3 from the mini deaths of the Batman storyline that they were running. Found 2 issues of that, so I picked them both up. I'm about in the same condition. Maybe fine. A little spine roll on this one as compared to that one, but a quarter a piece. And this one also, I was very surprised. It's not in bad condition to be unbagged and boarded, but it's Batman Year 3 Part 1. So it's Batman number 436. And then I found this, you know, all 4 issues, this little mini-series. Picked it up. It is art by Michael Allred, although on this it is M. Dalton Allred. This is from the early 90s, 1992, 4-issue mini-series, Tales of Ordinary Madness from Dark Horse. And these really cool, you know, painted sci-fi cover. Issue number 1 there. Here's issue number 2. That's John Bolton art on the covers. Yeah, not bad at all for a quarter. Issue number 3. And issue number 4. And that is a trippy cover. It's like something from the movie Saw. Yeah, I thought this was neat. It was a quarter, so I figured what the hell, I picked this up. It's, you know, art by Howard Chaykin and Vince Colletta. It's Marvel, Bronze Age, number 1, James Bond, For Your Eyes Only. See, movie adaptation. It's not in great condition, but it's not bad. And picked up another number 1. This is actually one of 2. This was 2010 from Marvel Comics, based on the movie. And this is in pretty bad shape, but I'm trying to collect a lot of these, so I figured for a quarter, I'll go ahead and pick this up. I'll find a better copy later, I'm sure. It's Marvel Premiere number 42, featuring Tigra, Feline Fury. And like I said, you can see the cover there. It's got some wear. And you can see the light reflected on it. The cover is all dented, and you see the back. Some issues here at the top. That was a quarter. Also, just because I like these, the crossing over the different pantheon of gods at Marvel. This is a Thor King Size Annual number 8, and it features Thor versus Zeus. So it would be interesting. And finish out there, I decided to start picking up some of the original X Factor run. You know, when it was the original X-Men team, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Beast, Iceman, Angel, and I have like the first 10 issues or so, and I found these also in the quarter bins, so I decided to go ahead and pick up a pretty good run of these, starting with X Factor number 36. And I just figured this will help kind of fill in some of the story of what the original X-Men were doing, you know, while they weren't in the Uncanny X-Men books. And I'm also kind of interested in going back and rereading this, the Inferno storyline, which is takes place in this. So I also got issue 37 there with Goblin Queen on the cover. Issue 38. And issue 39. And then, skipping a few issues, I found issue, I was looking for a little run, you know, to pick up since they were all a quarter. Got issue number 65. Number 66. I also picked these up because they pertain to Apocalypse, which is one of my favorite villains, so I know his origin is in X Factor. Here's issue 67. And all these have the, you know, great Mark Silvestri covers. Issue 68. issue number 70, which is actually the last issue with the original X-Men as X-Factor. And I went ahead and got issue 71, which is the first issue with the new team with Havoc and Polaris, Strong Guy, Multiple Man. So, cool. Yeah, all that, $6 from the flea market. Gotta love them. I'm glad I was finally able to get back and, get back into some bulk buying. As usual, when I go to the flea market and I'm not going to sell, I'm just going to pick up a few things. I usually swing by the other flea market, and it's just kind of on the way home. The guy there does pretty much everything that he carries 50% off, prices marked. So I usually stop in there and find a few, a little more high dollar items, $4 or $5, maybe $10 items that I can get for half price. So I picked up a few things there, not quite as much. I only got about 6 things, but I think these are pretty cool. First, picked up a few more Batman issues, and I managed to actually pick up all 3 issues of the Many Deaths of Batman storyline. So starting with issue 433 of Batman, and actually got this one for free. I took it out of the box, and I don't know if you can see how the bottom is kind of bent. It doesn't really make a crease. I'm thinking maybe I can press this out, put it in a box that I have that's slapped full of comics and really nice and tight, and slide it down in there and press it out a little bit more. But I wasn't trying to talk the guy down really much either. He just said, "Oh, you can have that one for free then." So, okay, so I'll pick up all 3 issues of that little set. So next is Batman 434. He had these all marked at $5, so this issue was $2.50. Look at that great cover, all the Batman there in the morgue. And then picked up another issue of number 3. This was in much better condition, so I decided to go ahead and pick it up. Number 435, third part of that storyline. And then been on a kick lately of picking up these older graphic novels and the 70s magazines. And lately he's had a couple of boxes with those the last couple of times I went. So going through there and picked up 3 things out of there. First thing I grabbed was Inhumans, Marvel graphic novel. I'm not sure what number that is, but it's in really nice shape. And he had it marked at $8, so I got it half off, so it was basically $4. And you can see there's a little bit of wear on it, but I'm thinking it's still a very fine, low near mint copy. And it's Anna Senti and Brett Blevins, so should be pretty decent. And anytime I see Jack Kirby at a good price, got to pick it up. And this is a DC graphic novel number 4 called The Hunger Dogs by Jack Kirby. And, it ties in with the Fourth World Saga, Dark Side and New Gods. I had to pick this up. This is in pretty good condition. There's see a little creasing at the top here. Other than that, it's not bad. This was I paid $2. And last book of there that I picked up, and it's actually a graphic novel that's printed by Heavy Metal, and it is a movie adaptation. And is it's in pretty good shape. Definitely, I'd say in very fine condition. It's in really good shape here. It's the adaptation of the movie Alien, and it is Archie Goodwin and Walter Simonson, story and art. So yeah, I'm interested to check this out, see how close to the movie it is. And, I've already flipped through it. The artwork is pretty fantastic. It's Walt Simonson. Yeah. All right. Well, that finishes off the little bit of stuff I picked up at the flea market, and that's that's been over the past month and a half. Of course, this last stuff was just from this last weekend, so finally had a little free time and a little extra money. And just the other day, decided to make a run to the comic shop. There's a couple of things I wanted to pick up that I started getting a little behind on. Actually the couple of the only new titles that I pick up. But also, the other day I was in Walmart and picked up Batman Dark Knight Returns Part 2 for $2. It's a leftover from the Black Friday sale. So yeah, there's no special features, no previews or anything like that. It's just a movie, but hell, for $2, and it's not bad. So at the comic book store, I picked up a few things. First, I picked up a graphic novel, X-Men, from the Claremont Byrne run. It's the Days of Future Past. That way I don't have to read single issues. The couple that I have don't have the whole storyline, but the couple I do have, I don't have to read those and mess those up more. And then really been digging the Lucas Draft Star Wars from Dark Horse. Got behind a couple of issues, so I went ahead and picked up issue number 3 and issue number 4. And can't wait to read these. It's been really good so far, I think. A little different, but I think that's what makes it good. And this is the series that really got me back into kind of picking up, some newer titles, current titles, and that is FBP. So I have issues 1 through 4. So I went ahead and picked up issue number 5, which luckily they still had. And issue number 6, which I think just came out. And I love the covers on these. And this really trippy, kind of psychedelic painted art, and the colors that they use. And the story so far has been pretty good. I can't wait to read these two. And then finally, it's a book I've been kind of looking for and just hadn't wanted to really pick it up on the internet. And actually managed to find issue 1 and 2 at the store. Issue number 1 is a second printing, but I don't care. I just want to check the story, and yeah, the cover's still pretty cool. It's the Afterlife with Archie. So I have the second printing of number 1, which, like I said, that's still a cool cover. And the first printing of number 2. So I've heard a lot of good stuff about this from a bunch of you guys, and I was glad I was finally able to find that. Cool. Well, that's pretty much it's pretty much all the comics I picked up in the past month or so. I did pick up a couple other things while I was at the comic book store. Picked up a couple of, well, actually more than a couple of little figures. They had these little blind box figures, which I think is kind of neat. It's kind of disappointing if you pull something you already have, but it's still the excitement of opening the package and not knowing what's there. They had these little DC figures, and grabbed a couple of those. I think they were $5, which is probably a little too much for what they actually ended up being. I thought they were going to be a little bit bigger, but they're pretty neat. These little figures are almost like Lego men. And basically their heads turn, their arms and legs move, and that's about it. But I got a blue lantern and a green lantern, which are pretty much the same, just different color. And what started me buying those was picking up a couple of Walking Dead and Doctor Who figures that they had, little vinyl figures in the blind box. So I figured I'd pick up a couple more, and grabbed a couple of Walking Dead, and actually they ended up being both of them the exact same thing. Let's see, it's just a little zombie in a suit. Though it is a they have two versions. This is what they call the blood splatter version because it has a little more blood on the face and on the suit and everything. And then the Doctor Who, I grabbed a couple of those and ended up grabbing a Matt Smith, Doctor number 11, complete with sonic screwdriver. So I can add that to my Davros. And my favorite Doctor, the one that I kind of grew up with and, started watching, number 4, Tom Baker. Complete with hat and scarf. No sonic screwdriver, no jelly babies. Kind of upset about that, but hey, I wanted some jelly babies. Alright, cool. And 1 second. While I was there, grabbed a couple more. Let my girlfriend, get in on the fun. She likes Doctor Who as well. So bought her a couple to open, and she ended up getting a blue Dalek, which is cool because it's got all these are little accessories, came separate, and you have to actually put it in hot water to loosen the plaster, the vinyl up, and insert them there. But it's pretty cool. Head turns. And she got the 9th Doctor, Christopher Eccleston, complete with his sonic screwdriver also. And I had one more Doctor Who. It was a double of Tom Baker. Probably just going to give that to my mom. She's what got me into Doctor Who when I was a kid. We used to watch it together on PBS late at night. It was kind of a way for me to be able to stay up later than normal. So I thought it was pretty cool. That's her favorite Doctor also. So yeah, I think she'll like that. So, great. All right, well, that's pretty much it. Like I said, next video, at least next haul video, won't be for a little while. It's holiday time. Got to tighten that belt. What money I am going to spend on things other than bills is not going to be for me. It's going to be, for the family, for Christmas gifts and things. I am going to try, since I got a little break from school, I'm going to try and put up a couple of different videos, something I hadn't done before. Maybe a review on something, and there's one I've been thinking about for a while, doing on one of my storylines that was one of kind of one of my favorites from the 90s when I was a teenager. So hopefully be able to do that soon. Until then, everybody take care. Don't see you before then. Have good holidays, and I appreciate everybody's views, likes, and comments. Please continue to do so. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Everybody take care.